the myths in our culture, which are so much based on individuality, have led us down a path that has isolated us very profoundly from each other, because it has become acceptable, as following from really the Industrial Revolution a long way along, the myth of the individual succeeding using whatever they need to do that. So the myth, the mythic structure, which, like the type of thing that Joseph Campbell would point out, the hero figure, the role of the individual going to develop their own strengths and capacities, is a major trap, because it ends up leaving a person caught in separateness. Now, this is an interesting kind of quality of separateness. It's a separateness of the mind. It's in which you are thinking about other people because you're identified with your needs. And the interesting thing about identification with your own needs and desires is that it colors everything in your world in terms of what you perceive others to be, because you see them only in relationship to the satisfaction of that desire. And in other words, you have made everybody around you into an object. And the cost of that is incredible, because the mind, when you have a desire and then you think about how to satisfy it, and you take somebody and make them, you think about them as an object to be manipulated to bring about the gratification of your desire, you separate yourself from them. And what gets starved in that process is both you and them. It's an incredibly starving process. What it does is it closes down the quality of the heart connection between human beings. But if you sit back in a corner and just look at another human being, like sit in the lobby and just watch people, and appreciate the incredible beauty of the human condition. Beings don't want to create suffering inherently, and you just look at the struggle and what they go through and how much pain, and you can see the pain in the muscles of their face and in their eyes, and you just look and you see just what a courageous existence it is for a being to be a human. And you look at the human with such compassion and such love and such beauty, just in the generic sense of human, and then appreciate each one's uniqueness in the same way you would appreciate pine trees and oak trees and elm trees. And then notice what happens in your relationships with people. Because if there is one thing that a person needs from another human being, it's to be appreciated. It's to be listened to. It's to be heard. To be appreciated just as you are, not as I would make you.